So Manuel Ugarte is here, a solution we've been waiting for a long time, and very soon he will be available. Now, question is, how exactly are we supposed to use him if we are going to improve Man United, solve the big solutions we have? And this might sound like a question you've had so long, but I'm here to give you different perspectives. Some are mine, some are not mine, but you will give an opinion at the tail end of this. Please stick around with me. My name is Webb. Like, share, and subscribe because I know indeed you will enjoy this one. Now, listen, guys, don't judge. This is not me, and don't judge at all because everyone is entitled to their own opinion. Now, a colleague of mine who supports Man United like no one I know gave me this, and can I be honest with you? I almost fell sick. I almost fell sick with this comment because I mean, a Man United now without Kobe in it, I mean, is the most that's the most shocking statement to come from a Man United supporter. All honesty, but my feelings and sentiments aside, I chose to respect his opinion and want to reflect on it. Maybe some of you could be on the same page with him. Look, we know the back four, and most likely people feel it should be Delete and Licha, given what Delete showed us he can do. He was one of the few positives we had in that game against Liverpool because of how technical he is, quite an organizer. And Mazraoui is no debate. Dalo on the left, of course, when Malaysia returns, who could return before Luke Shaw, he might be taking up that Dalo place. Licha is a non-negotiable. He has to start. But let's get into the middle. How do we arrange this midfield when all players are fit? Mason Mount is back fit. We have Casemiro who is staying to fight for his position. Kobe Maino is there. There is Bruno and Manuel Ugarte. How then do we arrange this team? Now, according to a colleague of mine, this is what he feels, that we should partner Manuel Ugarte with Mason Mount in the middle. Casemiro and Kobe Maino should be coming off the bench. This is according to a good colleague of mine. And that's what made me almost feel sick, to be honest, because I can't imagine you personally Man United without Kobe. The reason he gave, though, he says we've got we've got no pace in our midfield. Our midfield, Kobe and Casemiro are too slow. We know how slow Casemiro is, and we know why. I mean, the guy is aging. He's probably not 100% fit. Now with Kobe, he's slow. Yes, he's calm. I wouldn't call him slow because I feel like he can accelerate and go fast when he has to. And, but he's calm. And his calmness can be confused for being slow. I think there's a thin line between being calm and being slow. I don't think Kobe is really slow. I think he's calm. But he's not good at tracking back. That's what I think. When he's beaten, when he goes forward, he at times, many times when he has found himself too advanced, he will take long to come and track back, which for me I think is a positional thing based on how disorganized we be in our middle. It's not entirely his problem, it is the manager's problem and how he sets up his team. But going back to what this colleague of mine had in mind, he's saying that if we have Manuel Ugarte coming in the middle, we should partner him with Mason Mount because Mount, without the ball, and we all agree on this, without the ball, Mount works harder than anyone. Without the ball, Mount. We also know that Mount is fast. So this guy is telling me that Ugarte, who sits and shields the back line, will do the donkey work of getting to fall into balls. But Mason Mount will bring that speed in the fight in the middle, which has been lacking in our midfield. Fair point. Hmm? Fair point. But for me, here's what I think, and this is why this for me, with all due respect to Mount, this is why for me this wouldn't be the best of ideas. Whereas I understand the whole pace thing and all, I don't think you bring a good player like Manuel Ugarte in the team to partner him with a pacey player who gives you no value with the ball. I think for me, you bring a good number six like Manuel Ugarte to lift the load off your best players and our best who have been trying to support defensively. Our best players are Kobe and Bruno. Now, the reason they have been suffering before is because we have not had a solid number six to shield the back line more so in a single pivot that Eric Ten Hag likes to play many a time. So they end up having to track back, and that's why we've seen people, and I've had a lot of people notice this, complain about how Bruno is all over the place most of the time because he has to work hard and support so many players in other positions. He's a work hard anyway. So my thinking is when you have Manuel Ugarte who can cover this ground in the middle, then if you're going to play a single pivot like Eric Ten Hag loves to do it, and you're trusting him to make these diagonal, duels and tackles and what, then you need to put your best ball users around him so that when he wins the ball back, because that's what he loves to do, he says it himself, that's the biggest part of his game, fighting, and when you don't have the ball is when he's most useful to the team, fighting and winning it back, and he does it with a lot of ease. Now, what you need to do is give him players who use the ball well. Between me and you, and perhaps anyone, Mason Mount is not one of our best ball users, is he? He's not. When you have the ball, I don't see a lot of the value that Mount gives us. Mount, yes, works hard and runs around a lot when you don't have the ball. But if we have Ugarte, the expectation is that we are going to win the ball back in the middle more times than not. Now, when you win it back, who is your best bet to give you a good pass, to open up the opponent, to put the opponent under pressure? I don't look at Mount as a player. If I'm the coach of the opposing team, Ugarte wins the ball back, passes it to Mount. I don't see him as a player who's going to put me under pressure, who is going to put me, under a lot of stress because now he has the ball and we are finished. But give that ball to Bruno, give that ball to Kobe, keep doing it. Ugarte keeps winning it back. I think I will be worried because we know what Kobe can do in terms of opening up the opponent. So what this does, it releases our two best ball users who then add to the attack, because we are going to end up then getting into situations where we are almost attacking with two number 10s, Bruno and Kobe, most of the time finding themselves in these positions where the number 10 should operate in that hole behind the striker. And that is, we know that Kobe can easily open up any defense. Bring your most solid defense, let it be Arsenal, he will open it up, even if it's Real Madrid. We know that Bruno can do the same with a single pass. We know that Kobe can shoot accurately to goal. We know that Bruno shoots for fun, whether it's to score or not, but he can force a deflection, and Hoyland can arrive on time to finish. We know that Kobe can give Garnacho a good pass, unexpected by the opposing defense. We know that Ahmad can cut in properly and also shoot at goal. So there will be more pressure in the final third on the opponent if we have Kobe and Bruno add to the threat that Garnacho, Ahmad, and of course the number 9 poses. So Eric Ten Hag's high press will make sense if we have players who are a threat, because it's one thing for you to have a good high press like Eric Ten Hag loves it, but if the players who are pressing are not good with the ball, yes, you will press, but it won't be a threat. It will easily be contained. So, but Kobe and Bruno, Garnacho and Ahmad pressing you high with Hoyland as a finisher, any coach will be worried. So the opposing team will not have a lot of time to come back at us. But also this invites these players to also move and press higher, add to the press, ending up perhaps even playing a high line, because that's how Eric Ten Hag wants to press. We don't stay in the back long, because all these players will add. So we end up having our number 6 in high positions. So we are pressing closer to goal, and this gives us better chances of getting goals. So for me, the only way this can happen is if we have Kobe and Bruno playing ahead of Ugarte. So whereas you can talk about the lack of pace in the middle, The lack of pace in the middle for me was attributed to the disorganization caused by having no natural fit number 6. But with Ugarte, there is stability, and these two are released to add on that press. And trust you me, Arne Slot will not be coming out of games and dissecting our playing style like he orchestrated it. He won't. This will not give him room to analyze. He will just be amazed. He will be lost for words. This is pressure. And if they are trying to catch us on the counter, there is less ground to cover. Unless these guys are going to play long direct balls. But even if they do those, it is easy for all these players to go out wide. It's easy for all these players, the Dallots, to go out wide. So for me, this is how I look at it. Yeah, I don't see how we bring Manuel Ugarte and bench Kobe and bench Kobe for Mason Mount. I don't see it, and unless otherwise. But give me your opinion. Drop down a comment and let me know how you think we can put the best use to this new team with Manuel Ugarte in. Give me your honest opinion. My name is Webb. This is the United of Sport. Like, share, and subscribe. And I will catch you later, fam. Cheers.